In this episode, we're going to talk about staking and most importantly, how can you make passive income staking your cryptocurrencies. Watch until the end to find out how can you get your money working for you 24/7. Let's get started. So on the previous episode, we learned what is Bitcoin mining. If we recap from that episode, we learned that Bitcoin mining is a form of validating transactions and securing the network. And that's also how new Bitcoins are generated and added to the circulating supply. During Bitcoin mining, we learned that miners used a specialized hardware to solve a complex computational math problems. These problems are so complex that they cannot be solved by an average computer. We also learned that these hardwares are power hungry. They use a lot of electricity. According to the University of Cambridge Bitcoin Electricity Consumption Index, Bitcoin miners are expected to consume roughly 130 terawatt hours of energy, which is roughly 0.6 of the global energy consumption. To put things into perspective, in 1 year, Bitcoin uses more electricity than the entire country of Argentina, which is very crazy. And one of the reasons why Tesla, not this one, the car manufacturing company, has removed Bitcoin as a payment gateway on their website. And the reason behind that is that this goes against their principles of being an eco-friendly product. So Bitcoin is projected to use more than 0.6 of the global energy consumption, which is really crazy. And that is where staking comes in, which leads us to the next question. What is staking? So staking, also known as proof of stake, is a process of actively validating transactions, just like in Bitcoin mining, but instead of using a specialized hardware, anyone with a minimum specific cryptocurrency can participate in staking and earn staking rewards. So staking is similar to mining, except you're not using a specialized hardware that requires electricity and maintenance, but instead of using a specialized hardware, you can just stake your tokens on a staking pool and earn staking rewards. In just a moment, I'll show you how this works, but obviously later in this course we'll have an in-depth video where we will go step by step with regards to how to start staking your cryptocurrencies. Alright, so let's have a look at how do you go about staking your cryptocurrencies. And obviously don't worry about everything that is going on here. I'm going to make a separate video where I'm going to show you guys step by step how do you actually do this. On that video, I'm going to have returns that I've made on this specific staking. So I'm going to click staking. These right here are validators. You can pick each of these validators based on the pool size, based on the status and the fee and the percentage that they pay out. And you can see this is the amount of staked currency on each and every validator that is on the list. So you want to pick a validator that has a yellow to a green, meaning the voting power is distributed amongst the people within that validator or within that pool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just click this one here and say stake. So I'm gonna go ahead and just maybe say 1,500 and stake this. This obviously has a waiting period of about 30 days before you can unstake your cryptocurrencies. Obviously we're sure, so we're gonna go ahead and click OK. And you can see here on my bottom right it says I have successfully staked 1,500 of this specific cryptocurrency. So if we go ahead and say my staked, obviously this is the transaction that we just finished staking, and obviously we can go ahead and unstake or transfer these currencies. You can also check your staking rewards, but we'll check that on a follow-up video when we make a part 2 of this video. In a follow-up video, we're gonna have a look at the staking reward, and obviously these numbers would have changed at the time, and we can then see how much money you can make with staking your cryptocurrencies. So let's compare mining to staking. As mentioned on our previous videos, with mining you have to own the mining hardware and cover the running costs such as the electricity cost and the maintenance cost. A miner gets paid in proportion to the computing power they provide to the network, such as the Bitcoin network or alternatively altcoins mining. Now, every technology has its pros and cons. Pros in this case is that miners secures the network and verify transactions so that you and I can send and receive cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. And they also keep cryptocurrencies as decentralized as possible. The cons are accessibilities to these machines as they are often sold out. Even if you're lucky to get your hands on these machines, the main disadvantage is that they still use a lot of electricity, so your running cost is significantly high. Also, if your power is disrupted, you are out of business. Alternatively, on our previous episode, we also spoke about cloud mining, but we're not going to dwell into that as that option is not a viable one due to the likelihood or possibilities of being scammed. With staking, on the other hand, anyone with a specific cryptocurrencies can stake their tokens and earn staking rewards. Now, the significance of this is that while you invested on that specific cryptocurrency, just by holding it, you are now earning passive income. So staking has huge advantages over mining. With mining, I have to purchase the mining hardware, pay the electricity cost and the maintenance cost before taking profit. With staking, on the other hand, I just have to buy a specific cryptocurrency, then send that to a staking pool. So here we are at the end of this video, and thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions, leave them on the comment section below. And obviously this was an oversimplified example of staking. We will have more in-depth videos as we go along. With that being said, I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye for now. Peace.